Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bianca and this is Bianca's World where we crochet, sew, and we create costumes. Today I'm going to show you how I resized this skirt right here into something that will be able to fit my waist. It was a little small, a lot small, and it was too long for my liking. So I'm going to show you the process and the steps that I took, and I took and I took and I took because there's a lot of unpicking done to get it to fit. If this is something that you do enjoy, if this is content that you would like to continue to see, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. All right, let's get started. These are the two skirts that I need to resize to make sure that they fit around my waist. I'm going to focus on the purple one a little bit more in this video because this green one took a little bit longer for me to unpick. So what I'm going to do is make that into a different video. That skirt has two pockets in it, but we're going to focus on this little purple one for the whole video. So first things first, make sure to remove the waistband. For this skirt, and this one was easy because it was only two stitches on the bottom, and this is the skirt. It is a really big square, but I do need to cut it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it from the top, so that way I don't have to hem this. It's already hemmed, so I'll leave it like that. So right now I am removing the pockets from the skirt because I'm going to shorten it from the top down and just try to move the pockets down the side seam. So I'll have to open that later as well. And then remove the pocket from this one. It only has one. I thought it had two, but it only has one pocket, and I'll move it down. So you might be asking, why is she cutting the skirt from top to bottom instead from bottom up and just sew the hem? Like, hello, that would make it easier. So I'm going to show you why. This is the bottom of the skirt right now, and this is the inside. It is beautiful. It is really well done, and you don't see any stitches on the outside. And I just feel like I would not be able to do that if I cut it from the bottom up, because you will see the stitches from my machine. So I'm not this good yet. So that's why I decided to take the pockets off and then cut it from the top down, and the bottom will be nice and clean like it is already. So, and that's the same thing with this skirt here. You don't see any stitches on the bottom, so that's why I'm doing the same thing. Okay, so another thing I wanted to talk to you about is that these skirts and the one that I'm wearing is actually the skirt that inspired the other video of the gathered skirt with two inseam pockets and the hidden zipper. I could probably show you right now. This skirt is the one that inspired it all. I saw that I had two pockets and the zipper was inside of the pocket. So these are the skirts that inspired that video, and I will put it here and I'll link it down below. So if you'd like to watch that, please do. This is how long it is, and I don't really like the length. I think I'm going to cut one whole square section. Let's see this. It'll be like that. We cut this piece out and we have a shorter skirt. Now I'm going to see how I can cut this section here. It should easily be just one cut there, so I can make a second pocket. Oh, actually, I don't know if it's going to be that easy. Okay. I think in order for me to make a pocket, I'll have to cut this whole section off. And I really don't want to do that because I don't want to cut the bottom, right? So I think I'm gonna have to keep it as one pocket. It's okay, at least I'll have one pocket. All right, so I'm gonna need to extend this waistband. And the way that I'm measuring it is from the buttonhole, because I didn't remove that, out. And you can see this was a 26-inch waist here. I'm not that small. So I need to extend it to about, my waist is about 28 and a half. But that's like right here on the edge. So to be safe, I'll put maybe like 2 to 3 inches extra so that I have enough wiggle room in there. And if anything, I can just cut that section off. Because I have this extra section already and it is on the grain line, I can just cut out the 3 inches that I need and sew it onto this side of the waistband. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually remove the blue section and put this whole square extension on here. So not the whole thing, but you know, fold it over. Because when you link the button, you don't see the blue. You actually just have this strip of, you know, purple and pink. And that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm just going to make an extension. And because it's really long, I'll be able to have enough for the seam when I put this together, and then enough to close it off on this side. We're going to use the same button and just keep going. Now that we have this section cut out, I'm going to get some interfacing and attach it to the bottom part like they have it here. All right, so now, as you can see, I added my interfacing and it's all in there. Now I can go and sew this piece together. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold this over to match the seam, to match the fold on the original waistband. And then I'm also going to fold this section up to match this fold down here. All right, so now we have our waistband folded over on both sides. We're going to get our skirt next. I need to open this section here to be enough for this. And that's going to be right down here. Okay, so I'm going to unpick this with my seam ripper up to here. So I've now opened this seam and I am going to work on inserting my pocket inside. I unpicked my pockets, so those are free. And luckily, I have my video again, and I was able to remember that I have to flip this the right side. So with the right sides together, we are going to pin them, and then we're going to sew. All right, so now that these pieces are pinned together, we are going to sew 1/4 inch along this section. You are then going to press open the pockets and push the seams towards the pockets. Pressing the seams, we are going to sew around the pocket, but not all the way around because we still need an opening so we can put our skirt on. All right, so I have the whole skirt here at the bottom, and this is the waistband folded over. Before, this skirt used to have pleats in it, so I think I still can do that, but I just have to measure out where the pleats are going to sit on the waistband. So I just have to measure all of that out. I'm not good with math. You've measured your pleats, make sure to pin it first, try it on, and see how it'll look with the waistband.
Then make sure that you base stitch. I did about 1/4 of an inch away from the top of the skirt so I can remove the pins from the skirt. I had to trim the excess of the waistband, and then I'll show you how I finished it with the settings on my machine.
To try to match the stitching that it has on the edge, I am going to use this stitch here, and I'm just going to move my machine into this setting and whoop, try sewing that.
Once the edge was finished, I was able to pin and sew the waistband to my skirt. And I have to tell you, I had to unpick this 2 times. Actually, 3.
Okay, so we're gonna try this the third time. I had to unpick this again. I think I just need a little bit more room, so I'm going to give up this pleat that I had here and extend it all the way to where this buttonhole is, and that should close the the skirt. So I just unpicked that little section, so I'm going to sew that and then I'm gonna try it on and hopefully it works.
Thankfully, that did work. So, what I had to do next was mark the sections where the button and the new buttonhole were going to lay in the inside of the waistband.
I'm finally able to sew the button. I'm just going to hand sew this button and then I'll be able to wear that skirt. And I did make the buttonhole. We're getting there.
And let's remember how this used to fit me before. It did not go around my waist comfortably. And here it is. Here is my resized skirt, all new pleats. I think it looks really cute, and the best part of it is that I can actually wear it. If there is one thing that I would like to change is to make sure that the pleats were all the way around. But honestly, I really like how it looks and I am definitely going to keep wearing it. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you do like my content. Remember to follow me on Instagram as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!